Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome to Grand Teton National Park.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to our unsettled journey.
So right now, we just stopped off at the visitor center, picked up a map.
And a postcard.
Yay! So we are at the actual Craig Thomas Visitor Center here, and we just started to stop off here first just to get a map to pick up and decide sort of where we're gonna go. It looks to be sort of clearing up, so maybe the weather's in our favor today, but we'll definitely be sure to take you along for the ride here at the Grand Teton National Park.
Drive here, we actually counted that this is our 8th national park so far since we started traveling that we visited together. Drive from our Airbnb was about 2 hours. We're staying in Pinedale, Wyoming, although if you are visiting this park, probably the best location to stay would be Jackson. That's the biggest town. They have a lot of options, several supermarkets, different restaurants, a nice downtown. But because we're making our way east, we chose Pinedale to stay because that will be an easier drive to our next place once we leave here.
As you can tell, another cold day here, about 30 degrees, high of 40 something today. So we're in towards the end of October. So when you come here later on in the season, do expect some snow, as is very possible, and some of these roads actually close down at the beginning of November. So just keep an eye out for the road conditions prior to your visit if you come later on in the season.
We just made a quick pit stop at the Chapel of the Sacred Heart. This was constructed in 1937. It is currently closed because the times that it's open is from June to September. We're visiting in mid-October, but it does have a nice view of Jackson Lake. It's a nice place to pull off. They have bathrooms and a nice picnic area.
Now we have ended up at the J. Pierce Cunningham Cabin. He lived here, obviously, in this very cabin, and he was a very big advocate in the national park. And getting it started, he actually communicated with the other ranchers in the area here and got about 97 of them to sell their land to the National Wildlife Foundation, which then in turn helped preserve this park and in fact made it a national park. So he was quite a big advocate here to preserve these lands, which I find very interesting. And we're just looking around this cabin. It's not really that big of a cabin, but if you're actually in the area here, it makes for a great picture, and it sort of makes a nice little frame here of the nice mountains in the background, which is pretty cool to see. But overall here at the National Park, a lot of it has been easy, which is great since it's freezing out here today. And a lot of it has been pull-offs, easy. This is literally like a 0.3 mile hike just to get here. Very flat, so a lot of these are nice turnouts and pull-offs, which is great. It makes it a really nice, accessible national park.
The Mormon Row area is a group of different houses that people in the 19th century grouped themselves together to be able to share the labor and the sense of community. So there's a lot of those leftover historic barns that you can come out to visit, and that is where we stopped off.
And there's one iconic barn, as you can see right over here, that is very photographed and infamous. Unfortunately today, the cloud cover and snow has sort of ruined the mountain view that you would get behind the barn. But other than that, it's been nice to learn about the nice history of this place.
Time has come for Matt and I to head east. Since the holidays are quickly approaching, we wanted to make our way back towards where our families live. So we have decided to come from Seattle and make our way east.
So overall, that pretty much concludes our time here at the Grand Teton National Park. It's really cool to see. I think we just pretty much did the 42-mile loop, and that's about it because we only have a day here. But nonetheless, we still enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, so we encourage you to hit that subscribe button to join our journey and future adventures that we go on. We have a lot more coming ahead of us. You can also follow us on our Patreon page. That would be patreon.com/unsettledjourney to get exclusive posts and content that we don't post here on our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us over on our Instagram. That would be at our Unsettled Journey, where we post photos of all of our adventures. So until the next adventure, we'll see you all next week. Bye.